Jai Hind to our listeners. We welcome you for another episode of Stories on behalf of MRO Digest Forums community. Today, we have a very illustrious officer who is a fourth generation Army officer who served the nation for more than 33 years as a permanent commissioned officer in the Corps of Electronics and Mechanical Engineering. He has diverse, rich, and qualitative experience in general administration, project management, human resource management, operations and maintenance, recruitment, training, and development. He provided engineering support to all equipments of Army spread over multiple geographies. He got an opportunity to coordinate and contribute in policy decisions at Directorate General of EME as Joint Director EME Training. He commanded an EME battalion in the Northern Command. Being a qualified meditation trainer from Heartfulness Institute since 2018, he has conducted meditation sessions at military stations, and there is a link to the Heartfulness Institute website in the details below this video. It is my privilege to welcome Col Sudhir Rathore, whom I know from my service days. We served together, and we look forward to getting his knowledge and gaining from it. Colonel Rathore.
Thank you very much, sir. Good evening to everyone. I feel honored and privileged, sir, that I've got a forum like this, August gathering, and seniors from whom I have learned have given us an opportunity to share a few experiences and nuggets, which could be helpful in today's environment also as well. And thank you so much for kind words about me, sir. Immediately after taking over the command and having a background in training, served in a premier institute, training institute at Baroda. And when I went there, and in my first interview, a boy whose first unit was my unit, when he said that he could not upgrade his skills during this tenure and confessed that he could not get a chance to work upon the equipment and learn on the job, I could understand his dilemma. I could empathize with him, but I apologized to him on behalf of my battalion. And I requested him, when you go to the CO, I knew his new CO also. So I told him that please go and tell him that we were unable to do this. But next time onwards, I'll ensure that nobody is able to say this kind of a thing when he's going out from the unit. Local efforts on this subject, that how can we make them more proficient, hone their skills on the job, make them more confident technicians, so that he can independently go and do the job during war and operations. So this was a thought which was always, it was very strong. And this was a time when I had a chance to try out a few things. And luckily enough, एक वो कहावत है कि इतनी शिद्दत से किसी को चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसे पाने में मदद करती है. तो उसी समय, that was a time when continuity in training by objective, CTO, a concept where each and every soldier was supposed to be honing his skills in an organized manner, in a very structured manner. so that early part of the day when he comes to for the first period after PT and all, the first thing he does is he becomes more proficient in whatever trade, task, or specialization he is in. Because beyond that, administrative commitments are so many that it is very rare for a youngster to get a chance to keep working on an equipment because of the limitations and constraints which are so obvious. This thing we started off very enthusiastically, and it was a joint effort, few conferences, deciding the syllabus. This responsibility was left to us. And when the syllabus and what should we be focusing on, he's been trained in an institute, he's been given all those requisites inputs which he's supposed to be using during his first unit and beyond, as per his choice of the trade. So we decided that those are the things which he is supposed to be doing during the war: fault diagnosis and how to repair, and the theory behind it, so that he is able to comprehend and be independent and confident. It is not the syllabus of what the training institutes taught him. It was the practical thing laced with theoretical inputs which were on ground and on the job. So now the ice was broken. I was lucky that the formation commander that time was all in for the training, and he gave an order that till 10 o'clock nobody will be disturbed in any of the units in that formation. And that's how this continuity in training became more meaningful. This also ensured that the 100% people who are who are on otherwise other duties, they come and attend that first session of 2 hours, and I could find a visible change in the entire attitude of that technician. He not only became confident because all the officers were also there on the ground, and when we used to interact with them and talk to them, this was a chance when we could make a real difference in their learning process. और प्यार से अगर समझाया जाए, बताया जाए, they also want to upskill their knowledge and hands-on experience. And most important, when a reward system was also clubbed with it, that independent task given to such freshers, if they were able to do it, and they had some guru chela and monitoring system, so that he is actually, when we write during his posting out interview in his technical logbook, I could write with confidence that he can repair the equipment during war independently. The effects were very positive. Firstly, uh, right from officer cadre and those HMTs and chasers who are supposed to be supervising and monitoring and guiding and assisting these technicians, they all started referring to the precis and revising or clearing up their doubt in their own time, because nobody wants to be ticked off in the morning. The first thing, "हाँ साहब बताइए," or something of that kind. So it had its magical effect. In return, the meantime taken to repair and consequent technical parameters, they all started improving drastically. Yes, these such interventions, though it is HR intervention, but it has made so much of impact, positive impact on those technicians who want to do well, and be proud of that they are able to repair an equipment during war, irrespective of the limitations and constraints. So that factor led us to become technically, we got prizes and all, they don't matter, but I was satisfied after that. I never had to apologize to my technician or soldier that I was unable to train you, son. So that is one thing which has left a mark on me as far as how training is to be actually implemented on ground, which could be beneficial in his career. I just thought I'll share this, and I'm so grateful, sir, that you gave me a chance to talk on this topic, which I think is a jewel in the crown. And I'm also grateful to this forum who, uh, all my instructors and seniors who have taught me and with whom I served. At least the kind of inputs which we want on technology and pertinent to us is all given in this regularly. I'm so grateful to you, sir. And Jai Hind, sir. Jai Hind, everyone.